All right, so here we are with the original OGs of Tesla. Please tell my viewers your name.
So I'm Biff Franks, and this is my wife,
Paula Franks.
There we go. So a husband and wife team. This is great. I think you're the first husband. No, you're not. You're the second husband and wife team I've ever interviewed. Right. So we are standing here with this awesome Roadster. What year is this vehicle?
This is 2011.
2011.
One of the last ones.
So we just left a supercharger event, and one guy stopped, was holding up traffic, asking questions about your vehicle.
Right.
That never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't. And it's,
is that a Tesla? Yeah. It says so on the back.
Right. It says so on the back. It says high torque, by the way, so which is cool.
Yeah.
So what made you buy this car?
Well, we are electrical engineers.
I didn't know that.
This is back in 2011.
Okay.
We were looking for a hybrid or something, but they were not sexy cars.
Mm-hmm.
And so my husband said, "There's this Tesla thing, and we can go get a test drive." So we went down to K Street, and we got a test drive of a Roadster.
Yes.
And
orange.
it was
Yes,
orange.
yes.
And we drove it on GW Parkway leaving DC.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband is saying, "This really isn't us. This is a lot of money. And I said, "Honey, if you thought you were bringing No Girl, you got the wrong answer. We're buying this car." That's how we got it.
Oh my God. So K Street brings back memories. I used to work off of K Street.
Yeah.
And I caught the bus before I started working at the United States Capitol. And I remember that Tesla store in the corner.
Yeah.
And they would often they had a red, white, and blue star painted
Right.
Roadster that would go up and down the road.
Yeah.
And like first time I've ever seen one, I'm like, I don't hear any motor. What is going on with this car? And it would take off and go fast. So that is amazing. So let me tell people a backstory. We first met in 2016 when we did the Williamsburg event with 100 or so other people.
Yeah,
we actually parked side by side with the photo.
That's right.
Yes. So from 2015, and I bought my car in 2015 from you guys buying it. Your car still looks fabulous.
Thank you.
It looks so awesome. Well, you are trendsetters. Both of you are.
Yes, we were.
And you guys are the original OGs. So if you would tell someone, "Hey, I'm sitting on the fence about buying an EV," what would you say? What would you say?
My recommendation would be you should not go and take one for a test drive. If you do take one for a test drive, you're going to have a problem.
Not buying
your
it.
old car won't work as well as it did before you took the test drive.
And by the way,
so that's going to be a problem.
If you want an S or a Model 3 and your wife sees the Model X, you're buying a Model X.
You may be in trouble.
So anyway.
Are you talking about my wife? Because that's exactly what she wants.
Exactly. Most women see the Model X and say, "Whoa, I didn't want a Model X until I got one," and then it's like you can't pry it out of my hands.
So you have an X at home, and you take this out just for
this is your show car.
Special
yes,
code.
yes.
And driving out to the wineries or something on a nice afternoon.
Yes. So how has charging evolved since you first bought your vehicle?
Yeah.
Huge.
From zero to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the first couple of times we went to Ocean City, you had to make a reservation at the actually for years at the campground, which is about 17 miles outside of Ocean City, and you'd take a taxi into into the place we were staying,
right,
and then come back and pick it up 8 hours later because it's not a supercharged car.
Right, that's right.
So and we've seen the charging go from a little hard, but we can make it down to the end of Hatteras, the Outer Banks. By doing one campground stop and superchargers other way. Now there's superchargers every 45 miles, and there's even 2 on the Outer Banks.
Right. So what is the mileage range on this car? Now this is, would you say 20?
This car is
280, 300.
Well, yeah, it's a little less than that.
But it's wearing.
Yeah, I started to say, have you seen degradation?
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I've had about a mile or 2 per year that I've had a car.
This guy, we've got the upgraded battery pack, and it turns out it was not ideal, and it's not doing quite as good. The Model X is, like you say, only a few miles, and we've had that for 6 or 7 years.
8
Right.
years.
8 years.
Eight
This is 8
years.
years,
Oh
yeah.
wow! So 2015, just like mine.
Yeah, so
yes.
it's got a little degradation, but nothing.
Yes.
You know,
Hardly anything.
It's great.
Yes. Wow. Well, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Well, it's
Fun.
fun to see you, Purcell.
You guys
you.
come out and you always steal the show. You get everybody wants to take photos and then do selfies, and you know what? That's all good because you are bringing
that's
new
important.
people. You're bringing new people to not only EVs and Tesla, but that will enforce Tesla and other companies to put charging stations all
Yep.
over the place.
That's
You know?
and without the
Yeah, it
charging
works.
station, the infrastructure is actually almost a little more important than the car.
Right, that's right. And people will always say, how far can you go? Because I'm afraid I might run out of charge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But you don't, unless
Yeah.
you purposely try.
Right. I mean, in the
got
new
a gas
cars that
station.
supercharge, I tell people, do you run out of gas? And if they don't run out of gas, I said, the infrastructure is good enough. If you can supercharge, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right. Wow. Well, we're going to leave it on that note. And
Okay.
thank you. And I'm going to be honest with you. You might see this in 6 months. I'm so backed up.
No.
But thank you so
Take care.
much.
No
Great.
problem.
It's been a pleasure. Thank
Been
you.
fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.